The Turtles.
Yeah, that's the Turtles. You know the Turtles?
1967, I believe that song is from.
Well, hot dog, Richard. Happy together.
Happy Together.
Like me and your mom.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Sorry, I didn't expect to turn around and you just be like, the Turtles. For the longest time, I thought that was a monkey song.
On the rarest of occasions, I'll get one right.
Oh. Great measures. Great measures to you.
We're going to go back to some women's history. We're going to do some showcasing and some spotlighting of some women in metal. And we're going to do some
women
doom.
in metal in the month of March.
And we're going to do some doom. This is...
Doom?
Yep. This is a band called Windhand.
Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus.
Windhand.
Windhand. Hand of wind.
And the song is called Orchard.
My hand is the breeze. Oh, that's the name of the band, Windhand.
Just one word.
It's kind of weird, huh? Windhand? Windhand.
I don't know.
Windhand.
Okay.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird to say. Windhand.
Sure.
Orchard.
Orchard.
So it's an orchard then.
Let's do it. All right, this is Orchard by Windhand.
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 Windhand. There you go. There you go.
Ready to roll?
Proceed, Richard. Guess what key that's in, Richard?
I don't know. G minor.
There you go.
Nice.
Doom likes to do G minor.
Yeah. I think that's why Doom has started to grow on me over the last few months.
Not been a big Doom fan, huh?
Well, I mean, we've talked about it. It's just never anything I got into. Like,
Man, Doom makes me happy.
yeah, I know it does.
I love it, dude.
That is.
I really like this.
The reason, we talked about Women's History Month, and we're trying to showcase some women in metal. That's the vocalist is Dorothea Cottrell.
Dorothy Cottrell or Dorothea?
Dorothea.
Okay, I didn't know if you were going
Dorothy.
Dorothy Cottrell.
Yeah, Dorothea. I think that's how you pronounce it. Dorthia.
They've been around a long time?
Yeah, this is their second album. This one came out in 2013. The album was called Soma. Let's see. Hold on here. So they came out with a self-titled album in 2012. The band started in 2008. Formed in Richmond, Virginia.
They still be playing and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still around. I think pretty sure they're still around.
Windhand.
I could be wrong.
Windhand.
Yeah, they're still around.
I just really like the sound of the...
Yeah, what is it that gets you going?
Well, the Doom I've heard.
Doom / stoner. This is very stoner metal.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that's because of it's constant going on. Like there's not many breaks in this
Right.
song. There's no real space in the song. I'm assuming that's the stoner part of it.
I would think so.
But generally, Doom, they don't do a lot of chord changes. It's usually between one and two, and they use these. Kinds of scales, and then, but they,
What are those scales?
Just this diminished stuff and this augmented. And they'll go between two different chords sometimes. I mean, they but it's simple. It's simple. Mm-hmm. And I just like the epicness of it.
Sure.
And Ozzy, I mean, I guess the whole, you can hear the it's very, I don't know, man. It's hard to put into words because it's. I like the idea of having things ring out, and I like minor keys and things ringing out, and then if you can just do two chord changes and they're big like that, it's just so epicous to me.
Yeah.
And it just hits me right in my Metallicus. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It's I wish I knew exactly what it was, but it's the core. It's a lot of I like G minor a lot, but it's just the chords they decide to use. Because there's just not a lot of intricate metal, and maybe there is a lot of intricate Doom parts. You're not going to hear the stuff that you hear in math core or whatever. It's pretty simple, and I like simplicity. I think that if you start with something, we talked about that before. The greatest things start with a simple, with a circle. Mm-hmm. A circle is a straw or a hula hoop or a frisbee, and these are all great ideas that made billions of dollars. And they just started with a circle, And I think that's kind of doom. It's just starting with one, just ring out one chord, just play it's like a death bell or something, just dong. Go and see what happens and play a slow drum beat. This was a little faster. I guess I need to hear more doom because it's hard for me to know how eclectic doom can get.
Yeah.
When it comes to
you haven't heard a lot.
To the rhythm side. I'd be interested to hear some of that. But this, a mix of doom and stoner is probably, I do like the space of doom. I do like the dong, you know, and then there being space so you can hear each instrument. But I like this. It's just I don't know, it gets inside me. There's a real cool line in the song. I'm oceans apart from your blue skies. Dorothea sounds like she's kind of sad too. It is doomicous.
It is doom.
But a lot of really cool imagery in this song. She mentions a gun too, but landslide, like singing that word, it's cool. I really like the lyrics and how they go along with the phonetically and the euphony of the words and how they sound over what they were playing.
My first experience with Windhand was driving in the car late at night, had my playlist on shuffle or phone on shuffle or something, and they have a song called Sparrow. It's been a long time since I've listened to that song, but I think I'm 99% sure it's just her, and she's playing an acoustic guitar, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'll play it for you.
Were you drunk?
No.
This was your sober days?
No, but I wasn't. It's when...
You were drunk a lot, bro.
I mean, I was, but I was driving, and I did not.
Oh, don't act like you didn't drink and drive.
Not very often.
Really? Come on, man.
I mean, I did.
Don't lie to everybody.
I did, but it wasn't often.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't I want to drink at home when I was drinking.
Yeah.
Right now, but
now you just have a home.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I say that is because, I'm sorry, but with doomicous music, if I were drinking or high or something, I could really get into this music.
Absolutely.
And I'm really kind of upset that I didn't.
I have the same feeling. Like
when I was getting stoned and getting
I'm really
drunk.
glad to be clean and sober, and I don't partake in any. I can't do those things like a normal human being in a social setting. Moderately.
Come on, bro.
Moderate is not.
Doesn't make any sense.
So, and I'm really grateful for where life is today, but there are those moments where I'm like, man, I could imagine how great this would sound.
Driving, I don't know what you were fixing to say was I was on my way home and I was tanked and I listened to something like this and I was like, wow.
No, it was actually, it's a long story, but we had Tasha and I had a dog, or it was her dog when we got together, and the dog had a herniated disc in 2017 that ruptured. And we're in Mississippi.
I thought you were fixing to tell me what the disc was in the dog's back, because when you reached back at a ruptured disc in L3, I thought I was going to be like, dude, we don't know.
But we're in Mississippi. At Mississippi State, they have a very high-class, world-renowned vet school, and they have an emergency department. And this happened Christmas night, December 25th at like 3 in the morning. December 26th at 3 in the morning. And we had nowhere, all the vets are closed and everything, and our dog is laying there and can't move her back legs, so.
But you can go to state for about 10 grand and they'll do it.
All right. But we did physical therapy, and it was a very bittersweet time, because like in the moment that it happened, we assumed the worst. the dog can't walk again, you know. But they did this emergency surgery. They fixed her. She had to go to physical therapy and learn to walk again, basically. But one of the nights that we were coming back, and you know, we're almost 2 hours from Starkville, where I live, and it's late at night, and I think it was actually, she stayed a week for physical therapy. So we hadn't seen her in a week. We've gone to pick her up, and we're driving back down the highway. I think Tasha's asleep. The dog's asleep in the back, and I'm just driving by myself, and I'm reflecting and collecting and depressed and happy and like all this wide emotional spectrum. And this song comes on, not this song,
Sparrow.
but Sparrow comes on. And it was just, and the song it's got a different meaning, but it was just her voice over that acoustic guitar. I remember what part of the highway, what stretch of highway I was on when I heard it. You know what I mean?
And it's doom? Is it doomy?
I'll play it for you.
Yeah.
You would probably kill it with a piano cover.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sparrow, Windhand. Okay.
Yeah. It's a tangent. I know we get on tangents sometimes, and I apologize, but it was just, that was my first experience with Windhand, and it means something to me.
Yeah. Yeah, more doom. More doomicus.
Okay.
But yeah, stoner doom. Yeah. I see that. Stoner. I like some stoner stuff. I wish I could remember I wish I could do a shout out to some of the bands that used to be in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, that were stoner bands that used to play. Emerald Heavy may have been the name of one of them.
Emerald Heavy.
I think so. Emerald's Heavy, I think. And then there were some other bands. They had this little, I think, a stoner metal, just a little thing in this little bar that was right up the street from my house, and I'd go up there because they had $3 you call it. Whatever you want. I mean, come on, $3, bro. Yeah. $20, you're in.
Yeah.
You're in there.
Yeah.
And they have some crazy people up there doing. I just would watch and I mean, I know what stoner metal is because I think it was Emerald Heavy. And anyway, I wish I could do some more shout outs to the Hattiesburg, Mississippi bands. But so I was kind of fairly familiar with what stoner metal was, stoner rock, stoner metal, metal.
Both.
And but I dig this, and the vocals in the sort of muted in the background. That's the doom thing, huh?
Yeah, which these were, I think, if I remember correctly, their first two albums they produced themselves.
Ah.
And then they came out with, I can't remember the name of the album. It's something to do with grief. That was their first well-produced
Sellout album.
No, not really.
I'm not saying they sold out. I'm just saying
it's actually the one that Sparrow's on, I believe.
the big one, a big one.
Yeah.
A corporation funded.
Yeah.
Endeavor. Well, cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing me
Glad you
this
enjoyed
one.
that one.
I did. Yeah. Windhand.
Yep.
I dig it.
Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures.
That was Orchard by Windhand.
Beautiful lyrics, too.
Yeah, for
Very
sure.
beautiful lyrics
Yeah.
in this song.
She's a gangster.
Mm-hmm. Dorothea.
Dorothea. That's how I say it. I don't know. Have a great day, everybody.